What if you could transform the chaos of negativity into calm and clarity? Stoic philosophy, an ancient guide to mastering life's challenges, offers powerful tools to shift your mindset and rise above negativity. By focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you cannot, Stoicism teaches us to embrace resilience and cultivate inner peace. Imagine turning criticism into self-improvement, setbacks into lessons, and daily stress into opportunities for growth. In this video, we'll uncover practical Stoic principles that will help you eliminate negativity from your life, step by step. Ready to embrace a new perspective and take control of your happiness? Let's dive in. Number 1. Breaking free from negative thinking. Negative thinking often emerges as a deeply ingrained pattern in our lives. It manifests in subtle yet pervasive ways, such as expecting the worst, doubting our abilities, or fostering a general sense of pessimism. Left unchecked, this mindset becomes a significant obstacle, impacting our health, straining relationships, and hindering our ability to make sound decisions. Much like an anchor, it holds us back, preventing forward movement and progress. From a Stoic perspective, the problem of negative thinking isn't rooted in external circumstances, but in how we interpret them. Epictetus aptly observed, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them." This insight reminds us that our emotional distress arises not from the events themselves, but from the way we choose to perceive and respond to them. Reframing our interpretation of situations is not merely an exercise in optimism, but a powerful tool for altering our emotional and mental reality. The origins of negative thinking are often complex, rooted in a combination of upbringing, societal pressures, past failures, and deeply embedded unconscious beliefs. For instance, a critical or unsupportive environment during childhood may instill a habit of self-doubt. Similarly, societal expectations that emphasize perfection can fuel an unrelenting inner critic. Past experiences of failure can further solidify a narrative of inadequacy. Over time, these patterns become so ingrained that they shape not only our thoughts, but also our habits and worldview. Philosophers and psychologists alike have explored the profound influence of these unconscious patterns. Carl Jung noted, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." This statement underscores the need to examine and bring to light the hidden beliefs that drive our actions and emotions. Similarly, Aristotle emphasized that repeated negative thoughts eventually form habits, which in turn erode our outlook on life. Recognizing and challenging these thoughts is essential if we are to reclaim control over our minds. To break free from negative thinking, we must begin by cultivating awareness. This involves identifying the specific thoughts and beliefs that perpetuate the cycle. Are these beliefs rooted in truth, or are they assumptions shaped by fear or past experiences? By questioning their validity, we create an opportunity to reframe our perspective. For example, instead of viewing a setback as evidence of failure, we can choose to see it as a chance to learn and grow. This shift in perspective not only reduces emotional distress, but also empowers us to approach challenges with resilience and clarity. Stoicism offers practical tools for this transformation. Practices like premeditatio malorum, or the anticipation of adversity, encourage us to mentally prepare for challenges before they arise. By visualizing potential difficulties, we reduce their emotional impact and equip ourselves with strategies to navigate them effectively. This doesn't mean dwelling on worst-case scenarios. Rather, it's about approaching life with a mindset of preparedness and adaptability. Another valuable Stoic practice is mindfulness, which involves staying present and focusing on what is within our control. Negative thinking often arises when we dwell on past mistakes or worry about future uncertainties, neither of which we can change. By redirecting our attention to the present moment, we regain agency over our thoughts and actions. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Ultimately, overcoming negative thinking requires both self-awareness and deliberate action. It's not enough to simply recognize harmful patterns. We must actively work to replace them with healthier, more constructive habits. This might involve adopting daily affirmations to counteract self-doubt, seeking out environments that nurture positivity, or practicing gratitude to shift our focus away from what is lacking to what is abundant. The process is not instantaneous. Breaking free from deeply ingrained habits takes time and effort, much like unlearning a flawed method and replacing it with a better one. However, with consistent practice and a commitment to self-improvement, it is possible to transform the way we think and, in turn, the way we experience life. Number 2, mastering the mind, Stoic tools for overcoming negative thinking. Marcus Aurelius, one of Stoicism's most celebrated practitioners, often emphasized the importance of critically examining our thoughts. He believed that our internal dialogue plays a significant role in shaping our perception of the world and our responses to challenges. By reflecting deeply on our mental processes, we can identify irrational beliefs that cloud our judgment and dismiss unhelpful patterns of thinking that hinder our growth. This practice of introspection becomes a daily exercise in replacing harmful thoughts with rational, constructive alternatives, allowing us to approach life with greater clarity and purpose. One of Stoicism's most practical techniques is the premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This practice involves visualizing potential worst-case scenarios before they occur. While it may seem counterintuitive to dwell on the negative, this exercise is not about fostering anxiety, but rather about cultivating resilience. By mentally preparing for potential challenges, you reduce their emotional impact if they do arise. This readiness fosters a calm and composed state of mind, empowering you to face difficulties with courage and resolve. Modern society often bombards us with messages that foster feelings of inadequacy. From advertising that thrives on scarcity to a culture of competition that encourages comparison, it's easy to fall into the trap of measuring our worth by external standards. Stoicism offers a powerful antidote to this cycle. Instead of seeking validation from others or measuring success by material achievements, Stoics encourage us to redirect our focus inward. True self-worth, according to Stoicism, is rooted in virtues such as wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. These qualities, unlike external measures, are entirely within our control and reflect our true character. By shifting the metric of success from external approval to personal growth and alignment with core values, Stoicism empowers us to break free from the constant need for comparison. It reminds us that a meaningful life is not defined by how we measure up to others, but by how closely we live according to our principles. This redefinition of self-worth fosters inner peace and builds resilience against the pressures of societal expectations. Taken together, these Stoic practices form a robust toolkit for combating negative thinking. The critical examination of thoughts fosters mental clarity and rationality, helping us dispel unhelpful beliefs. The premeditation of evils equips us with emotional resilience, ensuring that we remain composed in the face of life's uncertainties. Finally, redefining self-worth helps us rise above the noise of societal judgment, grounding our sense of value in virtues that cannot be taken away. Stoicism teaches us that while we may not control what happens around us, we have absolute control over how we interpret and respond to those events. This philosophy is not about suppressing emotions or ignoring challenges, but about approaching life with a mindset rooted in reason, resilience, and virtue. Through consistent practice, these tools can transform not only how we think, but also how we live, enabling us to navigate life's complexities with wisdom and grace. Number 3, mastering the mind, a Stoic approach to mental renewal. Marcus Aurelius once observed, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This timeless insight captures the essence of Stoic wisdom. Our strength lies not in controlling external circumstances, but in mastering our internal world. The path to inner strength begins with a simple yet profound practice: Renewing the mind. Negative thoughts are an inevitable part of life. Carl Jung emphasized the importance of acknowledging, analyzing, and assessing these thoughts for their truthfulness. Left unchecked, they can distort our perceptions and lead us astray. But when we confront them with honesty and clarity, we reclaim the ability to think deliberately and align our actions with our values. Renewing the mind is not a passive process. It requires consistent effort and deliberate practices that nurture resilience and foster a mindset rooted in strength and purpose. One effective way to begin is through affirmations, positive statements that reinforce your values and focus your mind. These affirmations serve as reminders of your agency, helping you to navigate life with clarity and composure. Engaging with positive and enriching materials is another cornerstone of this process. Philosophical writings, Stoic texts, or even uplifting literature can offer insights that challenge your perspective and encourage growth. Reflection plays a vital role as well. By dedicating time to think deeply about your experiences and decisions, you sharpen your ability to approach life's challenges with wisdom and grace. The Stoics were practitioners, not just theorists, and their teachings emphasize the importance of actionable daily routines. Journaling is a foundational tool for many Stoics. By writing down your thoughts, you externalize and organize them, gaining a clearer understanding of your mental landscape. It also serves as a record of your progress, allowing you to revisit your reflections and learn from them over time. Meditation is another powerful practice. In a world filled with distractions, setting aside moments of stillness allows you to center yourself and observe your thoughts without judgment. This practice strengthens your ability to respond thoughtfully to challenges rather than reacting impulsively. Philosophical reflection complements these practices, offering an opportunity to explore timeless ideas and apply them to your life. Reflecting on principles like the Stoic dichotomy of control, what is within your power versus what is not, can provide clarity and peace in difficult situations. These practices are not about avoiding challenges or pretending life is without hardship. Instead, they equip you to face difficulties with resilience and wisdom. By renewing your mind daily, you create a mental environment where negative thoughts lose their grip and positive, purposeful thinking takes root. Over time, the cumulative effect of these practices is profound. You develop a stronger sense of self-awareness, a clearer understanding of your values, and a more deliberate approach to life. Challenges that once seemed insurmountable become opportunities for growth. Setbacks become lessons, and your ability to remain composed in the face of adversity becomes a defining strength. The Stoic practice of mental renewal is not a one-time effort, but a lifelong commitment. Each day offers a fresh opportunity to align your thoughts with your values and to approach life with intention and grace. In doing so, you reclaim the power of your mind and unlock the inner strength that Marcus Aurelius so eloquently described. The path is not always easy, but it is always worthwhile. And as you walk it, you discover that the true power lies not in changing the world around you, but in mastering the world within you. Number 4, the power of positive surroundings. Our environment wields immense influence over the way we perceive the world and, in turn, shapes our thoughts, emotions, and actions. The spaces we inhabit and the people we surround ourselves with form the framework of our mental and emotional well-being. By intentionally cultivating a positive environment, we empower ourselves to grow, thrive, and pursue a life aligned with our purpose and purpose. Central to this practice is the careful curation of relationships. Aristotle categorized friendships into 3 types: those based on utility, those based on pleasure, and those based on virtue. While the first 2 may offer temporary benefits, only friendships rooted in virtue have the power to inspire and uplift us. These relationships are built on mutual respect, shared values, and a commitment to helping one another grow. They are partnerships in the pursuit of excellence, encouraging us to strive for our highest potential. Curating such relationships requires discernment and effort. It means seeking connections that challenge us to think deeply, act wisely, and live authentically. It also means distancing ourselves from influences that drain our energy or distract us from our goals. By choosing relationships that are grounded in mutual growth and respect, we create a network of support that reinforces our pursuit of virtue and resilience. In addition to relationships, the content we consume plays a significant role in shaping our mindset. Whether through books, media, or conversations, the information we take in has a direct impact on our thoughts and attitudes. Just as we nourish our bodies with wholesome food, we must nourish our minds with enriching and constructive content. This might mean reading works of wisdom, engaging in meaningful dialogues, or practicing mindfulness. The goal is to surround ourselves with influences that uplift and expand our understanding, rather than those that confine us to negativity or ignorance. However, curating a positive environment is not merely about external factors. It also requires self-awareness and internal alignment. Stoic philosophy teaches that while external circumstances can influence us, our inner state ultimately determines how we respond. By cultivating virtues like wisdom, courage, and temperance, we can ensure that our internal environment remains stable and resilient, regardless of external challenges. This inner fortitude complements the positive influences around us, creating a harmonious balance between external inspiration and internal strength. In practice, surrounding ourselves with positivity involves deliberate choices and consistent effort. It means being mindful of the spaces we occupy, the relationships we nurture, and the content we engage with. It is a commitment to aligning our environment with our values and aspirations, ensuring that every aspect of our surroundings contributes to our growth and well-being. By consciously shaping our environment and relationships, we take an active role in crafting a life of purpose and fulfillment. We move beyond the shadows of the cave, stepping into a world of light and clarity. With positive influences guiding us and virtuous connections supporting us, we create a foundation for resilience, enlightenment, and lasting happiness. The result is not just a better life, but a life lived intentionally in alignment with our highest potential. Number 5. Stoic action, bridging philosophy and daily life. Epictetus once stated, "First say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do." This timeless wisdom captures the core of Stoicism, the inseparable link between thought and action. It is not enough to merely reflect on virtues or admire them from a distance. To live a truly Stoic life, one must translate those reflections into consistent, intentional action. Aristotle reinforces this idea, asserting that virtue is not an abstract ideal, but a skill honed through deliberate practice. Virtue is cultivated not by passive intention, but through the daily commitment to act in alignment with one's principles. In the Stoic tradition, action is the crucible where philosophical ideals are tested and refined. It is through action that patience, courage, and wisdom are not merely theorized, but embodied. The true Stoic does not shy away from life's challenges, viewing them instead as opportunities to demonstrate resilience and grow stronger in character. Each decision, no matter how small, becomes a chance to exercise self-retrieval, compassion, and reason. Daily life offers countless opportunities to actively practice Stoic virtues. Whether in moments of frustration, conflict, or uncertainty, there are always chances to embody the principles of courage, temperance, justice, and wisdom. This practice requires more than theoretical understanding. It demands a conscious effort to bring these virtues to life through deliberate choices. For example, when faced with criticism, the Stoic refrains from reacting defensively. Instead, they choose patience and self-restraint, using the moment to reaffirm their commitment to personal growth and rational thought. Challenges, which are often seen as unwelcome disruptions, hold a special place in Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius famously noted, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This mindset encourages reframing obstacles as opportunities for self-improvement. Rather than avoiding difficulties, the Stoic sees them as arenas for growth. Patience is not merely tested in adversity, it is forged there. Commitment to principles is not demonstrated in comfort, but in the face of trials. When challenges arise, they provide a chance to deepen one's understanding of resilience. For instance, encountering an unexpected setback is an opportunity to practice acceptance of what cannot be changed, paired with the resolve to focus on what remains within one's control. By choosing to view these moments as a test of character rather than a source of frustration, the Stoic strengthens their ability to remain composed under pressure. This philosophy extends to all aspects of life. Stoicism teaches that the transformation of challenges begins with perception. If we view obstacles as burdens, they will weigh us down. But if we view them as opportunities, they become stepping stones to greater strength and understanding. Consider an argument with a colleague or a loved one. Rather than allowing anger or resentment to dictate your response, the Stoic reframes the situation. It becomes a chance to practice empathy, to listen with patience, and to respond with reason rather than emotion. In doing so, the Stoic not only resolves the immediate conflict, but also strengthens their ability to maintain harmony in future interactions. The practice of Stoic action is not about perfection, but persistence. It recognizes that growth is a journey, not a destination. Mistakes and setbacks are inevitable, but they too are opportunities for learning and improvement. Each misstep becomes a lesson in humility and a reminder of the importance of returning to one's principles. By staying committed to the process, the Stoic builds a life grounded in integrity and resilience. Number 6, the power of words, a Stoic approach to communication and self-talk. Words are not merely tools for expression, they are the architects of our reality. The way we communicate, both with others and within ourselves, shapes how we perceive the world, how others perceive us, and how we navigate the challenges of life. Stoicism, with its emphasis on intentional action and self-mastery, offers a framework to use words wisely and effectively, cultivating harmony both internally and externally. The wisdom of Epictetus reminds us, first learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak. This profound directive underscores the importance of mindful communication. Speaking without understanding can create confusion, damage relationships, and disrupt inner peace. When we align our speech with Stoic virtues, such as honesty, kindness, and restraint, our words become tools of clarity and connection. They foster trust, build bridges, and bring order to the chaos of everyday interactions. Mindful communication is more than simply avoiding harmful words. It is about speaking with intention and aligning our language with our values. Honesty ensures that we do not betray ourselves or others. Kindness fosters understanding and compassion. Restraint guards against unnecessary conflict and thoughtless remarks. By cultivating these virtues in our speech, we not only build external harmony, but also reinforce our own inner clarity. Every word spoken thoughtfully becomes a step toward a more virtuous life. But communication does not end with others. It extends inward. The way we speak to ourselves carries immense power. Often we allow our internal dialogue to spiral into negativity, reinforcing doubts, fears, and insecurities. Stoicism challenges this destructive habit, urging us to replace harmful self-talk with constructive affirmations that nurture inner strength and resilience. When we speak to ourselves, we shape the lens through which we see the world. Negative self-talk clouds judgment, erodes confidence, and magnifies difficulties. Stoic philosophy reminds us that we control our perception, and thus we can choose to engage in positive, empowering inner dialogue. By adopting affirmations grounded in Stoic principles, we remind ourselves of our capacity for courage, wisdom, and perseverance. These affirmations are not empty words, but declarations of truth, a reminder that our worth and strength are intrinsic, unaffected by external events. For example, instead of saying, "I can't handle this," a Stoic reframe might be, "This is challenging, but I have the strength to endure and learn from it." Such affirmations do more than soothe, they fortify. They act as mental anchors, helping us remain composed and focused when the seas of life become turbulent. They remind us that while we cannot control external circumstances, we can always control our response. The practice of mindful communication and positive self-talk works in tandem. As we learn to choose our words carefully with others, we also develop the discipline to address ourselves with the same level of respect and consideration. Both practices require awareness and effort, but the rewards are profound. They build resilience, foster meaningful relationships, and cultivate a sense of peace that comes from knowing we are living in alignment with our values. Stoicism teaches us that mastery over our words is a reflection of mastery over ourselves. Every word we choose, whether spoken aloud or silently in our thoughts, shapes the course of our lives. By embracing mindful communication and intentional self-talk, we transform words from mere sounds into instruments of growth, connection, and empowerment. Through this practice, we harness the true power of language to live with greater clarity, purpose, and virtue. Number 7, the Stoic Path. Daily practices for inner strength and clarity. Stoicism is more than a philosophy. It's a way of life. It calls for deliberate practices that align with its core principles, fostering mental clarity, emotional balance, and resilience in the face of life's challenges. Through consistent application, these daily routines enable practitioners to embody Stoic virtues and find stability in an unpredictable world. One effective Stoic practice is the use of affirmations. These are not empty words of self-praise, but carefully crafted reminders of your principles and intentions. Affirmations serve as anchors, helping you stay aligned with your values, even amid distractions or stress. By repeating these affirmations regularly, you strengthen your commitment to virtuous action and cultivate a mindset that prioritizes wisdom, courage, and self-discipline. Journaling, another cornerstone of Stoic practice, offers a space to reflect on your actions, thoughts, and emotions. The Stoics, such as Marcus Aurelius, viewed writing as a way to sharpen the mind and hold oneself accountable. In the quiet moments of self-reflection, you can examine your day, identify areas for improvement, and celebrate progress. This process helps transform abstract ideas into concrete behaviors. Mindfulness exercises are equally vital in cultivating a Stoic mindset. While mindfulness is often associated with Eastern philosophies, the Stoics practiced a form of it that focuses on staying present and intentional. This involves paying attention to your actions and reactions, observing them without judgment, and choosing responses that align with your principles. By remaining mindful, you develop the ability to navigate life's uncertainties with composure and clarity. To fully embrace these practices, it is essential to establish a routine that reflects Stoic values. Consistency is key. By weaving affirmations, journaling, and mindfulness into your daily life, you create a structure that supports mental clarity and emotional balance. Over time, this routine becomes a foundation for resilience, allowing you to face challenges with poise and determination. Another significant aspect of Stoic practice is addressing negative thoughts. Everyone encounters harmful thought patterns, persistent doubts, fears, or self-criticisms that undermine progress. The Stoic approach to overcoming these thoughts involves examining them critically. Ask yourself, are these thoughts based on reality, or are they exaggerated interpretations of circumstances? Challenge these patterns by reframing them in light of Stoic virtues. For instance, transform fear into courage by recognizing your capacity to endure hardships, or convert self-doubt into determination by focusing on the steps you can take to improve. Taking deliberate actions aligned with virtues is a powerful way to rewrite negative narratives. Instead of being paralyzed by harmful thoughts, Stoicism encourages active engagement with the world. Every action, no matter how small, is an opportunity to demonstrate courage, patience, and wisdom. Through persistence and self-awareness, you replace destructive patterns with constructive habits, fostering long-term resilience and inner peace. Resilience, a central tenet of Stoic philosophy, is best cultivated through action. Challenges, rather than being sources of despair, are opportunities for self-growth. Each obstacle is a chance to practice patience, perseverance, and strength. The Stoic mindset reframes adversity as a tool for personal development. By embodying Stoic values in the face of difficulty, you prove to yourself that external validation is unnecessary. The growth you achieve internally is far more meaningful. The essence of Stoicism lies in consistent practice. It's not about perfection, but persistence. Each day presents an opportunity to live in accordance with your values, to grow stronger through reflection and action, and to develop a character grounded in wisdom and integrity. By embracing these daily practices, you forge a life of purpose, resilience, and inner harmony. A life that truly embodies the Stoic ideal. Learning to dissolve negativity through the wisdom of Stoicism isn't just about silencing the chaos around us, it's about mastering the calm within. By embracing this philosophy, we learn to focus on what we can control, let go of what we cannot, and approach challenges with resilience and clarity. Stoicism teaches us that negativity often stems from misplaced attention, and by redirecting our thoughts toward reason and virtue, we reclaim our peace of mind. Let this be your first step towards a more empowered, grounded, and positive way of living. The journey may not always be easy, but it's profoundly rewarding. If this resonates with you, make sure to follow and subscribe to our channel. Together, we'll uncover more thought-provoking insights and practical tools to enrich your life. Stay curious, and let's continue this transformative journey.